Crystal continues to play the victim because she wants to be liked. It's not a good look and it's not going to end up well for her. Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today I will be discussing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The ladies are still in Mexico. It's now the second day of their trip. The ladies are getting ready to have breakfast, and they show us Sutton and Garcelle and Erica have a glam squad, so they're preparing themselves to go to the beach. I personally think that it's offensive to show us Erica getting all glammed up when we know in real time that there's still people that have not been paid the money that disappeared from the Girardi account. And I just think it's poor taste for Bravo to just keep putting that in our faces. It seemed like there is no level of respect, no level of consideration, no level of empathy towards the people who have been victimized twice. So we see them at breakfast, Sutton with a nonsense that she is a vegan but she eats bacon. Dorit showed up at the table. She said she's still not sleeping. She at one point felt that she wanted to leave and go back home where she would feel safe. Near the water, it's time to just get into a healthier headspace and forget the stuff that occurred at her home. That's just my take. Erica confessed that she was now on Lexapro. She's into her friends, sex, and alcohol. She said if she was not on the drug, she'll be nasty. Sutton confessed that she was getting ready to take the LSAT. Erica piped up she knows a couple of tricks and that she could tutor Sutton. Now I find it strange because last year Erica said that she knew nothing about the law. She's not an attorney. She doesn't know what Tom is doing, but all of a sudden now she is so well versed and experienced that she can coach Sutton through the LSAT. Garcelle, Dorit, Carl, and Sutton decided that they want to go shopping, while Crystal, Erica, and Renner decided that they are going to learn how to surf. Garcelle revealed to them that she bought a small beach house and that she was going to renovate it. They appeared to be happy for her. Then they went on to get their shop game on. Once the ladies were finished shopping, they came outside and decided to sit down to discuss what happened the night before. Dorit asked Sutton how she felt about the conversation regarding Crystal and her statement. Sutton said that she felt like their relationship will have to start over. She liked Crystal and wanted to pursue a friendship with her. Carl asked Sutton whether she was afraid of Crystal in some manner because she thinks Crystal not only twists the words that she used, that she can be a little manipulative. Garcelle co-signed that. Dorit piped in that she believes that Crystal is manipulative and she played the victim card so that she can be liked by the other ladies. On the other side, we see Renner, Diane, Crystal, and Erica talking to Crystal, and all Crystal is doing is crying. She has been outed for her foolishness. She wants other people to think that she's a victim when she's not. She wants to be liked. She wants to be considered. But as a grown woman, she can do this in another way. So I believe she's just crying because she's embarrassed and she wants to manipulate the other woman by feeling sorry for her. And as I said, for a grown woman with children, this is not the way you should choose to go. A grown woman should be able to stand flat-footed, say what she has to say. If it's incorrect, apologize for it and keep it moving. See at one point Crystal sitting on Erica's lap, and she's ordering them a drink to at least to calm her down like if she's a child. This is a grown-ass woman. I mean, even that is manipulated at some ish. Carl called both Renner and Erica and asked them how did the day go and what was the day like for Crystal. And through all that crying, through all those tears, they could not even remember what she said. So they were bullying her and she was doing the same thing to them. It seemed like Erica and Renner were just plying her so that she can use something in a toolbox to attack Sutton. You see the ladies coming in to dinner. Garcelle was working that flower in the hair and the orange. Carl looked good. I thought it was a little too formal for a beach setting. Erica bringing a glam squad with her. Her whole situation looked like something you can get at the mall. But that's just me. Before dinner starts, I don't know who thought of it. Maybe someone felt the presence of evil. So a group came out, gave them black tea, and decided to sage the table. Erica started with her nonsense, getting into between Sutton and Crystal. Sutton told Crystal that she needed to apologize for what she's saying because it looks like she's trying to damage her reputation. They have friends in their circles who indicated that this is a pattern. She says stuff and then twists her words and change it up. She may be a little bit of a social climber. Renner said that she heard that story before by other people in those same circles, and that Crystal had 14 friends who decided not to be friends with her anymore. Now, unless Crystal is a politician, how do you have 14 friends? How is that possible? Either that is some ish or I'm a slow starter, because the number of friends I have, I could count them on one hand. Are these friends who you can call when you're in hard places? Is it a friend that comes and cooks for you when you're sick, or does some runs for you, or help you with the kids, or if you're in a hard spot, lend you some money? Is it a friend like that? Is it a friend who randomly just sends you a gift just because, or calls you because they felt like you needed some encouragement? Is it a friend like that? Is it a friend who prays for you, who listens to you, who checks you? Is it a friend like that? These 14 friends, these 14 people. Because my definition of a friend, and maybe Crystal's definition of a friend, and the lady's definition of a friend may be, just maybe, two different things. Sutton gets, that Sutton crazy come in her eyes. You could see she's beginning to go. And she tells Crystal that she's not to do that again. She needs to say the words that she's not going to do that again, and say it in a way that the ladies can hear her say she's not doing it again. And she went in on Crystal, insisting that she issues the apology the way Sutton wants to hear it. At one point, Garcelle said, Crystal, you need to speak up because we're going to feel like you're being bullied. You need to say something, defend yourself. And Crystal said she apologized. Sometimes she chooses the wrong words when she says stuff. Sutton was browbeating Crystal. Crystal said, I'm not going to do it again. And Sutton wanted more blood. To me, that was a little bit too much. Carl had to chirp in and said, Okay, I think that's enough. Renner brought up the issue again of Diane Jenkins wrote some book that she was in. That it was a coffee book with all the people in there nude, and it was alleged that Diane was a sex trafficker and that she was a madam. Because of the book, there were all these rumors, and because I know that Renner is trifling, I wondered why she would bring up that book. I think that something else is coming as it relates to Diana and that book and those rumors. Diana is sitting next to Sutton, and Diana said that, well, Sutton, the night before you told Crystal that you loved her and then you hated her. Sutton went in, oh, I did not say that. You know how Sutton is. She says one thing, then she says she didn't say that, and what have you. It probably was taken out of context. She probably was trying to say she hates what Crystal does, but it came out as, I love you, but I hate you all at the same time. So Diana wanted to get into this conversation. Sutton is already at 10. And needless to say, Sutton started pointing a finger at Diana. Sutton, who has the tendencies of a Karen, was going bat-ish crazy and decided to leave the table with Carl so she can have a private moment. She had a meltdown in the bathroom. And after the fact, after breathing in love and releasing negativity and having all that sage energy come back to her, who knows, maybe she asked for that bowl of sage to encircle her again. She came back to the table. At this point, Diana starts crying. Erica pipes up, oh, this is what Sutton does. She attacks. Erica and Renner tried to stir stuff up. Diana tells Erica, I love you. And then Erica tells Diana, I love you. And Garcelle says, what kind of issue is this? This is way above my pay grade. I'm just going to sit here and eat my food. Because this is some ish right here. In fact, what she needed to do is tell them to give her a baggie so she could leave. Sutton came back to the table and they saw Diana crying. She apologized. So, of course, Diane, Crystal, and somebody else went to the bathroom. While they were gone, Garcelle said she thinks that Crystal is not trustworthy, and they brought up the situation with the friends. Erica asked Carl if she heard this story before. She said she has, and that Crystal is exhibiting the very same actions the women were complaining about. That's why she lost their friendship. So she believes that story, and that she believes that Crystal is acting like if she's a victim. She didn't like that at all. The ladies returned to the table, and you know how Sutton is, everybody is kiss. She got ready to say that she and Crystal were friends and that she loves her, and Garcelle shut her down. She said, no. Don't say you love her, because we know that's some ish. Let's just wrap this up. Don't do the ish with I love you, that kind of crap, because it's not going to hold water. That's how it ended. Thank God. Nobody threw hands. Nobody tossed the drink. Nobody cussed anyone out. The sage did help. It could have been worse. So the sage did help. That's all I have. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Bye-bye.